To understand Ruto and what he needed power to achieve, you need to pay attention into the kind of campaign that he mounted. He was campaigning against Dynasty, which means he had something against Dynasty. And the Dynasty in this case it was Kenyatta family and the Moi family, and to some extent Laila the Oginga family. He was also campaigning against state capture. This word state capture, it is a word in the mind of Ruto and he is already implementing it. He just mentioned it out of the art during campaign. Everything it was coming out. Anybody who wanted to interpret what he is going to do once he is in power. So Ruto now is in power. He needs to demolish the old dynasty and bring a new dynasty. He is making a replica of the old dynasty. He wants to have a group much more of the Kalenjin section that who will be very wealthy, the likes of Kina Mukomen. He wants them to amass a lot of wealth so that they can shake the systems to come. He wants to create akin to deep state because we have talked about the Kikuyu mafia, the Mulanga mafia. Ruto has that one in his mind. He wants to build that one. The other thing is about state capture. Ruto has no interest to making Kenya better, but he wants to have much control going forward in the next generations. He wants his generation, his family to have much control. And some of the things, when we are doing the state capture, we start by hijacking the financial infrastructure. Ruto at one point was against Mshwari. He was against these KCB loans, these micro loans. And then he came up with the Aslapant, which never picked up. Aslapant was his core idea to hijack all that micro financial architecture, those lending streams. He wanted to hijack and generate more income and be able to control. He was against Pulitzer, all those things because he never initiated them. So he wanted to establish such kind of platform. Today he has gone against NHIF without elaborating a kind of explanation what really that NHIF never achieved, that SHIF will achieve. There's no glaring explanation as to why this transition. But when you look at the budget and the amount allocated to the implementation of the SHIF, it is huge amount. And remember, one of the accusation of NHIF was embezzlement of funds. But SHIF, it has started embezzlement from the initiation. This is something to awaken Kenyans to see far. He has gone, he will go ahead. He will start hijacking the financial infrastructure. He will promote privatization in Kenya because he knows privatization, it will put a lot of money in terms of, you see, in Kenya we forget too soon because we had the Golden Bank scandal. It is just it's sort of very odd, but it will repeat itself. Will go to privatization, and we will see huge amounts being paid, but we will never see where that money will go. It will end up in the pockets of some few clique of people at the top, and this is how he is going to form another uh, dynasty in terms of financial muscles. If you see, he is fighting the likes of Jimmy Wanjigi because he feels intimidated by the presence of Jimmy, and he wants to build more Jimmys in his backyard so that he can withstand the strength and the muscles, more so from the Kiamu, from the Kikuyu section. Ruto is so much driven by land ownership, and those are the things that we will see. There will be records in Kenya will be tampered with in terms of property ownership, public utilities. There will be no accountability, and anybody who stands to promote light, the likes of Morara Kebaso, he will be met with very high resistance. But Kenyans must now awaken up and say no. The likes of Dedan Kimathi, the likes of those people who stood against the colonial masters, it is time now to stand against neo-colonialism, because it is at our doors today. It is knocking at our doors. Education is not valued. Health, it is not valued. What matters to Kenyans is not of value. That is why killing a Kenyan, an innocent Kenyan, it does not matter than protecting their wealth, protecting their power. Kenyans, we need to wake up.